All right, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? How is it going? I am Is There No One Else? And the video I'm bringing you today, we are going to talk about the Mad Tinker set and the changes that were made to the set during the Stonethorn PTS. Now, if you guys don't know, I like to do gear set reviews going through different changes on different gear sets. There were a lot of changes to be made. I'm going through these as quickly as possible. So with that being said, let's dive into it. 2-piece spell crit, 3-piece spell crit, 4-piece spell damage. Okay, 2, 3, and 4-piece. Oftentimes the proc sets you're going to be running something like Malakath, so the 2-piece and the 3-piece are wasted for damage. Still okay for healing, obviously, because you can still critically heal, but yeah, that's one of the downsides to this. But 5-piece, when you deal damage, you have a 10% chance to summon a Verminous Fabricant that charges the nearest enemy, dealing 14,649 shock damage to all enemies in its path, knocking them into the air and stunning them for 2 seconds. This effect can occur once every 8 seconds. So this got a huge buff. This says there's a 10% chance, but when I've been testing it, I'm pretty sure it's actually a 100% chance, because every time I'm light attacking every 8 seconds, I am proccing this set. And it goes out and it hits everybody in its path. If they're off of cooldown for CC immunity, they are going to get knocked up in the air. It's a very annoying stun. The stun is very similar to the Mage's Guild rune that knocks you up in the air. You can't break it right away. You're kind of stuck there. It functions very similarly to the rune and Dragon Knight Leap, like where you have that split second to get executes off and stuff. So in that way, due to how it functions, it's powerful. The damage is nice, obviously. I mean, 15,000 shock damage is a lot. You have a chance to proc minor vulnerability with it. It's AoE. The downsides to this set are it is a little bit slower to land. It is slower. It takes a little bit to line up, but it is AoE. It does hit everybody. And if you're operating at closer range, you're going to be able to, hit this and land this more successfully. Now, as far as it stands right now, this is an okay set. If you can count, like I said on the other proc sets, I'm going to say this a lot. The fact that this can proc every 8 seconds off of just a light attack means that you can ensure burst. So you can, if you can count to 8, you can line up this combination with a meteor or some other combination on whatever specific set or not set, but whatever class or build burst spec you're running. Every class has their own burst. The fact that you can line this up with a light attack with your own burst combination means that you're going to, have more burst with the proc set. Now, with that being said, this is a good set. But out of the proc sets, there are better ones. This is really strong. Honestly, I think this is, once again, one of those sets that needs to get adjusted a little bit. 15,000 shock damage every 8 seconds is a lot. The name of the game is burst in PvP, and these types of sets provide a lot of burst. The fact that I can just line everything up and I can have, my entire combination line up and land and do all this damage in roughly the same time period is, what makes these so powerful at just the sacrifice of, wearing this on the front bar or on the back bar or whatever, because like, as you see, it's proccing off the light attacks. So those are the pros. The cons, if you're operating at range, like if you're a range-based spec, it is a pretty big animation. The Fabricant's pretty large, and so it's pretty easy to see. It's pretty slow. Like I would say it's slow. It seems slower than a set like Kalurian's. It seems a little bit faster than a set like Flame Blossom, but not much. So if you're operating at range, it's going to be pretty easy to avoid. This is one of those sets, once again, kind of like Flame Blossom, where you kind of want to be up close and personal, because you're going to have a better, if you have some sort of snare or AoE like control type build, you're going to be able to land this more consistently. So that's what I look at with this set. Yeah, a lot of damage. Proc sets are pretty powerful right now. Yeah, that's a change they made to Mad Tinker. So that's going to be the end of this gear set review. If you guys have any questions or comments, please provide it in the section below and I'll do my best to answer it. Thank you for watching, guys. Have a nice day.